And maybe for this next couple rounds of breath, you take your knees a little wider. Maybe take your arms a little bit wider, so you're in a little bit of that more expansive child's pose, less pulling on your shoulders. And you're always welcome to lift your hips slightly up and then sit your hips back. And then you just simple come back, breathing in through your nose, and just exhaling anyway. Wherever your forehead is touching the floor, your hands, or the mat, just let your forehead do a little bit of a sway side to side. To the right and to the left, just massaging out that front temple, that front lobe of your brain, where all the thinking, the reasoning, and the lists love to live. Maybe even go a little slower on this next round, to the right and to the left. And as you're ready, come to center. Inhale, let your eyes start to open, start to bring yourself up into a tabletop position. So your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Yeah. And just a little wag of your tailbone and your hips side to side. So right and left, left and right. Noticing the outer edges of your body. All the way from your hip, maybe even down towards your knee. And it's very easy to lose the breath. It happens to all of us all the time. The magic with yoga is you just come back and, oh yeah, I need to focus on some breathing in and out. Now, as you take your hips over to the right side, look back for your left heel. So your hips will go a little farther over, yep. And then inhale, come to center, let your hips go to the left, take your gaze back towards your other heel. You'll do this just one more time on each side. Again, feeling the outer edges, the outer perimeter of your body. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hips to the left, gaze to the right. And then come to center. We're going to move from our middle back. So first, pull your middle back up to the ceiling, cat stretch, tuck your chin, press your hands into the floor, feel that doming action in your shoulders. And then inhale from your middle spine, let your belly come down. Your bum go back, chin forward, eyes up, cow. And then exhale, come into that cat stretch. Inhale, slowly move into your cow pose. And again, you want to move from the middle of your spine. It's easy to move from the tailbone, so we're trying to get a little bit more into the mid body. So you're just moving very slowly, taking your time in and out. Spreading your fingers wide, pushing the floor away. And please, move at your own pace today. My voice is just a suggestion. You can move a little bit swifter than my voice. You can also move much slower than my voice. Take one more each. Inhale into cow pose, eyes up to the ceiling. Exhale, spine up to the sky, chin to your chest. And then come to center. Walk your knees in together. Take your left leg back behind you, tuck your toes underneath. So feel that nice length to the back of your left leg. Take your right arm out in front, so your hand is ahead of your shoulder. And then you're gonna inhale, lift your arm and your leg, balancing opposite arm, opposite leg, bird dog. And then exhale, just bring it down. Feel your back level. So noticing if you're kind of wonky in your back, like you could put a teacup right here. And then again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Simple. Inhale, lift it up. Doesn't need to be crazy high. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. One more. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Last one. Inhale, bring it up. Hold it here. And it's okay if you feel a little bit of that wobbling because you're just finding a new way to balance. Good. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Only put your hand down. Keep your left leg up. As you keep your left leg up, big toes down towards the floor, take your left foot to the back right corner of the mat or your room. Yeah, just watch out for any furniture. Hands to the top left corner so you're making a diagonal line in your body, and then slide your leg back a little bit. Ooh, start to breathe a little more. Now, if this feels like a lot on your shoulders, please drop to your elbows and just allow yourself to be more supported. Most likely, you're feeling this in your outer right glute, those sitting muscles, getting some opening, some releasing, and your left knee is completely off the floor. So your knee is lifted, your heel is pressing back, you're breathing, you're feeling your body, maybe in a different way. Good, 1 or 2 more breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Everyone relax your shoulders. There's a lot of tension there. Good, as you come back up, come onto your hands under your shoulders, and you're just gonna pick yourself back up into a tabletop position, kind of wiggle around, move around. Feel free to round up through your shoulders and your spine again, a few rounds of cat-cow. Just allow yourself some time and space as we move to the other side. Knees together, right leg back behind, tuck your right toes under, and then extend your left arm out in front. On an inhale, you lift, opposite arm and leg. On an exhale, you just gently tap it down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bringing it down. Yeah, slowly. Try to make your arm and leg move equally up and equally down at the same time. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale, lift your arm and your leg, hold it here, keeping your eyes in one spot, focusing. It's okay to feel those little wobbles, those little shakes, using your muscles to balance in a different way. 1 more breath in. Exhale, just put your left hand down. Your right leg is still up behind you. Take your right toes to the back left corner. Yep, there you go. Hands to the top right corner. Exhale, slide it back. And then again, please feel free to drop to your elbows. I like that a little better. It feels more supportive, less straining on my shoulders. Maybe that's the same for you. And you breathe. In and out. And notice your jaw as you do this. If you're holding any tension, move it around. Move your nose around. Check in with your eyes again. And most likely, we're feeling this in that outer left glute, the muscles that surround your left hip. And everything in the body is connected, so you may be feeling it elsewhere also. Good, 1 more breath in. Big exhale. Slowly come onto your hands. You can pick up that knee, bring it forward, come back into tabletop. Wiggle around, move it all around, keep breathing. And again, try and have your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Flip your toes underneath. You're gonna lift your knees up first, so you're in a hovering table. So knees are off the ground just a few inches, and then shift your bum back. Then start to straighten your legs, only about 70% downward dog. Yeah, drop your head heavy. Maybe feel your breath all the way into your low back, your legs. Maybe this is your first downward dog. Maybe it's been a while. Try to breathe with it. Please remember, child's pose is there for you anytime you'd like. You don't have to wait for me to offer it. You can always drop into a child's pose. And really let your head be heavy. Your neck is fully relaxed. Looking between your feet. Maybe even looking between your upper inner thighs. Easy breathing. Make the next breath a little slower. Inhale. Exhale, tap your knees down, take them wide, sit back to child's pose. And just let yourself feel the effects in those first couple movements, that first downward dog, the sensation of focusing on your breath. What expands as you inhale, what relaxes as you exhale. And it's good to have moments of quiet and pause in between. We move around so busily all the time, so it's nice to just take time for some stillness. To hear yourself breathe. And only when you feel good and ready, begin to bring yourself back up to a tabletop position. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm reaches out to the side, then up to the ceiling. Open your chest up. Yeah, and then exhale, take your right arm, thread it underneath to come down towards your right shoulder. And then again, inhale, slowly lift up, lean your shoulders back, right arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, a little thread the needle with your arm, coming down onto your upper arm for a moment. And then move with your breath. Inhale, you're gonna come up again. Exhale, thread it through, bring your shoulder down. We're just gonna do this for a little bit, so please move at your own pace, at your own breath rhythm. Right, and we move at a nice, steady, pretty slow pace, so we can actually notice sensations in our body. Right, because we wanna notice those little whispers before the body talks loudly to us, telling us there's a problem. We're just trying to pay attention to be like, oh, do I feel this anywhere that I need to be a little more cautious of? 2 more times, everyone. Notice if you're rushing. Try to enjoy it a little more. Good. On the last one, hold your right arm up, turn your head, look at your right thumb, feel a little stretch through your neck. Yeah. Breathe in, reach your right fingers up a little higher, exhale, right hand down. And before moving to the other side, just be in that tabletop. Take a couple breaths. Notice if you can feel the subtlest of differences between your right and left sides. And then we'll move to the left side. Right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm comes up, lean back through your shoulder. Exhale, come down on that floor. Yep, inhale brings you back up. Exhale slowly takes you down. Awesome. Keep on going. Again, your pace, you set it with your breath. And coming down on an exhale, reaching and stretching, leaning on your inhale. Yep, keep on going a few more times, just so we're pretty even, right and left sides. And twisting in this pretty calm, mindful way actually helps our spine get a little bit more lubricated between the discs, letting some space happen so there's less compression between the vertebrae, and so your low back has some space. Go ahead and reach your left arm up. Turn your head, look at your left thumb. Yep, nice. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel your skin stretch towards the ceiling. One more breath in, drink it in. Exhale, slowly bring your hand down. Pause. Feel the left side, maybe a little tingly, a little energy. And then second downward dog. Go ahead and tuck your toes, let your knees rise up. Exhale, press your hips up and back. Deep breath in. Full breath out. In through your nose, out, however you'd like. Please make sure in downward dog you always keep a bend in your knees. It's just less stress on your hamstrings. And for the low back, take your feet a little wider. That'll help your low back open up, get space, be able to feel a little bit more comfort in your body. On your next exhale, start to walk your hands back to your feet. Hang over your legs. This is called a forward fold. Let your head drop down. You can even give a little shake to your head, yes. A slow shake to your head, side to side, no. Again, feeling some rotation, some movement. And then come to center. Bring your hands up towards your knees, even your thighs lift up halfway. Inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly, you're gonna reach your arms out, bend your knees, come all the way up to stand. All the way up, arms overhead. Yeah, you got it. Exhale, bend your knees, take it back down, hands to the floor. And bend your knees as much as you need to get there. Good, again, halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, slowly reach your arms out, press to your feet, stand up as tall as you can, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bend your knees, dive it back down, forward fold. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, halfway up, table sensation with your back. Yeah, exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, reach wide, and then reach up over your head. Excellent. Exhale, dive it down. Reach out to the side, back to the floor. Relax your neck again. Inhale, halfway. Keep your knees bent here a little bit. Yep. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach out, then reach up. Doing great, everybody. One more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Think about your spine being long, ears away from your shoulders. Exhale, fold it down. Press from your feet, reach to the side, then to the ceiling. Exhale, take it down. And then find your first plank position. So hands towards the top, feet towards the back. And you want to have just a gentle slope of your body, like a little 45-degree angle from your head to your ankles. Yeah, arms are straight, knees are straight. There's effort here, so you're breathing. Yep, one more breath in. Exhale, everyone, knees down. Knees to the floor, good. Come one elbow down, then two elbows down. And then that'll help you get your hips, quads to the floor so you can lift up. You're still on your elbows. Yeah, this is called Sphinx Pose. So your elbows are under your shoulders. Your chest is starting to open. And make sure your legs aren't super close together. So you want your feet to be separated because that, again, will give some space to your low back. So push a little through your forearms, lift through your chest, breathe in, breathe out. And please, if this is bothersome on your lower back, like it feels very pinchy or crunchy, take your elbows farther forward and so you're a little lower in your Sphinx Pose. Yeah, we don't want pain. A little bit of healthy compression is all right, but we're not looking to add any suffering here. One more breath in. Exhale, come all the way down, stack one hand on top of the other and put your forehead there. So your elbows are out to the side, just resting fully prone on your belly. Yep. Keep your forehead glued to your top hand. Keep your top hand glued to your bottom hand. On an inhale, lift your arms, lift your head, literally just an inch. And then exhale down. So we're not looking for height. We're just looking for a small lift. Inhale, arms and head, chest a little up. Exhale down. Slow inhale up. Exhale down. Just a few more. Inhale up, just an inch. Exhale, arms and hands down. One more inhale, let's hold it. And we're just holding the posture. We're not holding the breath. So you're fully, smoothly breathing. And this is a tough one, right? We don't call on our back muscles very often. So if you start to feel them really working and efforting, that's okay. One more breath in. Exhale slowly down. Now turn your head to one side. Rest your temple on your hands. Bend your knees, flex your feet. And then windshield wiper a little bit, like halfway side to side with your feet. Just like a windshield wiper. Good. So feet are up towards the ceiling. The bottoms of your feet up towards the ceiling. There we go. Yeah. And then come back to center. Release your legs behind you. We're going to do that one more time. Hands glued together. Forehead glued to your top hand. Please don't go any more than an inch. Lift up arms, head, a little bit of your chest. Exhale down and move with your breath. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Let's do two more. Up. Gently down. Up. Gently down. Nice job. So slide your hands underneath your armpits, elbows up towards the ceiling. You're going to push yourself back up onto your knees. So it's like a plank with your knees down, and then walk your knees in underneath your hips. Yeah. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog, hips up and back. Big full breath out. Let a little stress go. This time, bend your knees more. Walk your feet halfway to your hands. and your hands halfway back to your feet. Good. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach your arms out, stretch back up to the ceiling. Take it slow so you don't get dizzy. Exhale, arms out to the side, hands back down, head down. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, find your second plank position. Hands at the top of your mat, your towel, wherever you're at, feet back. And find a little strength here, right? We're not all looking for only flexibility when we practice yoga. We're looking at kind of the effort and the ease, the strength and the mobility. So just building a little bit of extra strength right here through the bones, through the muscles, little strength through your mind. One more breath in. Everyone exhale, knees down first, come one elbow down at a time. So you really are being mindful about getting your thighs, your hips all the way down to the floor. Sphinx pose, or walking your elbows out so you're in a longer Sphinx, palms together. Try and keep your chin parallel to the ground. Relax into your jaw. Opening up through your chest, breathe in. Exhale, bring your forehead down to the floor, hands underneath your armpits as we move into Cobra. So you do a slight press of your hands to lift your chest, eyes on the ground, exhale, lower. So it's only about 5% of a press into your hands as you lift. And then exhale, you come down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. 3 to go. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower. Do these last 2 at your own pace. Everything is your own pace. 1 more. Good. Let yourself have that pausing moment, forehead on the ground. Relax your glute muscles. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet, your ankles side to side. Just a little swivel, side, left and right. Come back to the center, extend your legs behind. This time press to a child's pose. So all the way, hips towards your heels, arms out in front. Take your arms a little wide. So it can be even off your mat if you're using a yoga mat, like a wide V. And see if that relaxes your shoulders a little more. You can always bend your elbows and feel your belly on your lap. Letting your belly relax between your legs as you inhale. And that relaxing action is actually going to put space right at the top of your pants or your shorts, your low back area. 2 more breaths here. Big one in, easy out. Slowly come up, tabletop position. Step your right foot up between your hands. And then try to scoot your left knee back. So tuck your left toes, scoot your knee back. Low runner's lunge. So hands come onto your right thigh as you lift up through your chest. Yep. And then bring your arms up, fingertips towards the ceiling. Now, if you feel your shoulders getting really close up to your ears, again, take your arms wider. There you go. So you can keep your chest lifted and your neck long. Breathe. And take a look at your right knee. Should be right about at your middle toe. So you don't want it too far in or too far out. Right in the middle. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Shift your hips back as you straighten your right leg. Walk your hands back to come into a half split position. And this knee does not need to be completely straight. It can absolutely be with a good hearty bend in your knee. And you will still feel it all the way from your Achilles, your calf, your hamstrings, all the way up towards your glutes. Try to keep your chest up. So I'm just barely on my fingertips here. Chest is up, breathing in, heart is open. Whew, and a lot is happening in this front right leg. Good. 1 more breath in. Exhale, come back into your low runner's lunge. So slowly, arms up. Take your time. We're in no hurry here. Yeah. Try to reach your ribs away from your waist. So you're just lifting up, yeah. Extending long through the sides of your body. So again, take your arms a little wider so your shoulders are relaxed. Got it. One more breath in. Exhale, second time. Let's visit half splits. Hands down. Shift it on back. Ooh. Walk your hands back so you can keep that extended nature in your spine. That length, yeah. So if you walk your hands back farther towards your hips, you can lift a little more. Now, if your arms are just shorter, you might have to get a little lower to the ground like that, yeah. Couple more breaths. Notice how the second visit on this leg on this side feels a little different. One more. Start to walk your hands forward, bend through your right knee, tuck your left toes, and you're gonna take a few steps to get that left foot all the way up to your right foot, opposite hand, opposite elbow. So you're in this ragdoll shape, head down, big sigh out. A little sway to the right and to the left. A gentle amount of pressure, gently pulling your elbows a little closer to the ground, finding some traction in your own body. And then when you're ready, release your hands. And we'll do the other side. Step your right foot back. Bring your right knee down. Low runner's lunge. Walk your hands up top of your left thigh. And make sure this back knee is comfortable. If you ever need a little extra padding, you can fold your mat, your towel over if your kneecap doesn't like whatever density is underneath of it. Good, arms up. Breathe in, breathe out. And you'll feel it right here in the front of your right hip, your hip flexor. Take a peek with your eyes at your left knee. Is it at your left middle toe? Nice job with the wider arms. One more breath in. Exhale, hands down, shift your bum back. Take your left toes up, half split. Easy breath here. Right, it's easier said than done. When you really feel it on the back of your left leg, you might notice yourself speeding up your breath. So just do your best to slow it down a little bit. Taking your time. Enjoying or working to enjoy the feeling, the sensation of length in your muscles, of mobility. Next inhale, start to walk it forward. Come back into your low runner's lunge. Take all the time that you need. Upright with your chest. Yep. Arms towards the ceiling. Lift a little higher. Take those arms wide and breathe. Feel really secure in your front left foot, right? That's really helping you stay balanced, as is your eyes. So if your eyes move all around, it'll be easier to fall out of this pose. So focus your eyes in one spot. Good, one more breath in. Exhale, hands down slowly. Hips shift back slowly. And tall through your chest. Second visit, second side. Yeah, and notice if there's a big difference between your right and left sides, right and left legs, or if it's kind of close. And if you're like, I have no idea, you start asking yourself the questions of like, are the right and left sides of my body different? Because no one's perfectly symmetrical, and we all have habits on certain sides, the way we stand, any kind of repetitive activity. One more breath here. Exhale, walk your hands forward. We're going to come a little differently. So you're going to lift your back knee completely off the ground and walk around so you're in a wide-legged forward fold. So you're going to pivot so your toes face the same direction. There you go. Watch your head. Wide-legged forward fold. Look at your feet. Make sure they're pretty parallel to one another. And then let yourself hang down. Head is down. Put a little bit more weight into the balls of your feet, and you can place your hands anywhere you feel comfortable, on the floor, on your ankles. If you need a little more shoulder stretch and opening, interlace your fingers behind you, kind of at your low back area, knuckles up towards the ceiling, and continue to relax your neck. And you may immediately feel all the blood rush to your head. This is a nice little inversion. Just getting a little fresh blood up to that brain. Notice if you put all the weight in the heels of your feet, trying to put a little bit more emphasis on the balls of the feet, toe pads, and make some small circles with your neck. So little, just about the size of a tennis ball. One direction, and then the other. Yeah. Still your head. Release your hands, bring it back underneath your shoulders. You're going to come up halfway, make that table sensation in your back. Good, breathe in. Exhale, begin to heel toe your feet in until you come into a forward fold with your belly over your lap. If you like that opposite hand, opposite elbow, take that. Or you can just keep your hands on the ground or your legs and take those deep breaths out. Take those full breaths in. And then as you're ready, come into that half lift position, hands on your legs, knees bent, back long. And you're going to slowly come all the way up to stand. I'm going to move my camera so you can see all the way up. And we're going to take a standing balancing pose. Move back as far as I can so you guys can see me. So you can bring your left foot either to your inner calf muscle, tree pose, or above your knee to your inner thigh. Both are great. Hands together at your heart. Awesome. And same thing as the lunge. You want to keep your eyes in one spot. It's okay to feel the wobble. It's perfectly great to use the wall to hold on to a chair. Right? There's also like a door behind me. I could put my hand there. And feeling an equal amount of effort between your foot and your thigh. It's really easy for this foot to boss your right thigh around or your right calf. Good, a little taller. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend at your elbows, open your chest, cactus arms. Good, try and keep your balance. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips. Left foot to the floor and shake out your right leg, your standing leg. We just did a lot of work for you. And then we'll take it to the other side. Left foot down, find your tree pose below your knee or above your knee. Your call completely. Both are equally wonderful. Eyes in one spot. Leg pushing into foot, foot pushing into leg. Chest up. Yeah, slowly sweep your arms out and up overhead, feeling the length all the way to your fingertips, fingernails. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus arms. Slow breath. One more breath. Exhale, hands to your hips. Slowly release your right foot. Shake out your left leg. And then you're going to bring your feet inner hips width distance. So give yourself some space. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, and you're just going to do a little rotation around your ankle. Just with a tiny bend in your knees. Yeah. And then center, keep your knees bent, other way, little rotation, Feeling those three corners of your feet, that tripod of your feet, come to center still. Now come up to stand, hands on your hips. Might be helpful to take your feet wider. I prefer a wider base. Bend your knees, and now you're going to circle with your hips. Kind of like you're doing a really slow motion, exaggerated hula hoop. Yeah. So again, you're kind of tapping into all the planes and corners of your body. Switch directions. Keep your knees soft. So again, you're not tugging on your hamstrings or your lower back. Good. When you're ready, come to center. Bring those feet back in underneath inner hips width distance, which a good rule of thumb is you take your fists together, 2 fists width distance for most folks, if you put it between your big toes, is about your inner hips with distance. And when I say inner hips, I don't mean this edge of your body. I mean the like front hip bone. That's what we're going for. To kind of feel like you're stacking your joints in a kebab situation. Mountain pose, palms forward, shoulders back, stand up tall, and close your eyes. So just standing here in this posture, it's very simple. I would say it's the one most of us are in a lot of the time, but we don't pay attention to it. So this is mountain pose. Maybe even visualize yourself standing up on a tall mountain. Maybe you've been on a hike recently, or you have a memorable hike, and just feel yourself really tall in this position, easily and freely breathing. Shoulders down, chest high. And nothing is more important than you focusing on your breath right here. Move your jaw. Relax through your face. You can move it all around. Couple more breaths here. Maybe you're even visualizing and seeing where you are, where this mountain is for you, where you can stand up tall and be attentive and breathing. And then as you're ready, open your eyes. Let your left hand drop down towards your thigh. Reach your right arm just a little up and over, little side body stretch. Slowly inhale, come up, switch right hand down to your thigh, left arm up and over. Yeah, so you're feeling this a little at your waist. Inhale up and over. Again, we want the spine to be mobile so it doesn't get stuck in any direction. So a few more times each side. Exhale, go to the side. Inhale, you'll come to center, and then exhale, move to the other side. Watch if you're locking your knees. It's really easy to do that. I know, especially when you're teaching live in a classroom, it's really easy because you're on your feet all day. And that can be tugging at your low back when you lock out your knees. So that's why a little bend actually helps engage your quadriceps and take some pressure off your back. One more time each side. Nice and steady. Inhale, both arms up overhead, touch your palms together. Exhale, bend your knees, dive it down till your hands come to the floor. Hang your head. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, third plank position, hands at the top. Step those feet on back. Arms are straight. Take your time to breathe. Look beyond your fingertips. So nice and forward. Yep. Easy breath in and out. I know, easier said than done. It feels like forever in this position. Slowly bring your knees down. This time, bend your elbows till your chest comes all the way to the floor. So you come from here, bend your elbows, slowly come down. Yeah. Forehead to the ground. 3 rounds of Cobra. Inhale, lift. Doesn't need to be a lot. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Good. Let one cheek come to the floor. Maybe it's the other side. Let your arms come down. And just take a breath out. Take your attention right at the top of your pants or your shorts, this low back region, and feel like there's a balloon in there. And it's inflating as you inhale, deflating as you exhale. And you'll feel your belly, your lungs, your chest press into the ground. So you're letting your front body be soft as you rest here, and your back body expand to get some space. Relax your jaw. We're here for one more breath. Good. Now pick an arm, any arm, but whatever arm you extend up over your head, that's the side you're going to roll to, and then slowly onto your back. Wiggle yourself if you roll off your mat, no big deal. Come back onto your spine. feet down. Take your feet pretty wide, and then take your inner knees and knock them together. And this might feel a little odd. So your feet are wide, inner knees touching together, hands on your lower belly, eyes closed. Constructive rest pose. Now giving your skull, your shoulders, spine, and sacrum, which is lower than your low back, a chance to really just fall into the floor. To be supported by the earth underneath you. And you're supporting yourself by just simply breathing here. You maybe even feel your hands moving up and down with your breath in and out. And when you feel good and ready, open your eyes, separate your knees, and your feet are going to be pretty parallel to one another. You might need to slightly turn them out, but that's a little different for everyone. Arms by your side, bridge pose. So you press into your arms, lift your tailbone first, your hips, your spine. So you're on your shoulders. Feet are on the ground, shoulders on the ground. And then exhale, peel it down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, down. Inhale, come back up from your low spine to your shoulders. As you exhale, peel it down, slow and easy, down onto the ground. So this is dynamic bridge. Inhale, tucking your tailbone, lifting up so you're on your shoulders, neck is long. Exhale, curl it down like you're painting your spine onto the mat. 2 more. Inhale up. Long exhale, take your time, paint your vertebrae down to the floor. 1 more. So we're feeling that mobility between the vertebrae, massaging the discs of the spine, and exhale, roll it down. When you're in the lowest part of your back, your sacrum gets to the ground, pause, widen your feet, and take that windshield wiper, this time with your knees side to side. And they don't need to go all the way to the right or all the way to the left, but do keep your feet wide, 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 wide. Yeah. Good. 1 more time each way. You might feel a little massage on your glute muscles. And then bring it to center. Extend your left leg out straight. Hug your right knee up and in towards your armpit. So not even towards your chest, a little bit more out to a diagonal. Yep. And then inhale, straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. The knee does not need to be 100% straight, everybody. That's not the goal. You just want to feel the length. Breathe in. And then exhale again. Hug your knee out towards your armpit. You can hold behind your knee. You can hold your shin. You can hold your thigh. You can hold your knee. Just a little hug, little low belly massage for your organs. And then set your right foot down. Slide your right leg out straight. Pause. Feel the difference between your right side and your left side. Take a big breath out. Keep your right leg as is. Hug your left knee. Slowly bring your knee up and in, out towards your armpit. Flex into your foot. Feel your low back really kind of nestling into the ground. Then inhale, extend your leg. Be gentle to your knee and your hamstring. Feel free to interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Low back, shoulders, spine, all that's still on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale. Hug your knee back out towards your armpit. Letting your organs get a little bit of healthy compression. Breathe in. Exhale, take your foot down. Slide your left leg to extend out. And just take your feet, wiggle your feet around a little bit. So kind of like your windshield wipering your feet side to side, your jaw side to side. And then you're going to keep your upper body as is, but bring your lower body as if you're sitting Indian style or crisscross applesauce if you teach the young ones. So you're crossing your shins, laying on your back, and just trying to let your hip sockets and your thigh bones relax. So a good time to even put your palms on the front hip bones and just wiggle around, right? It's easy to hold tension in your shoulders, your jaw as you do this. Feel free to close your eyes. Starting to surrender a bit to gravity. Now just focus on your exhales. Giving yourself that gift of hearing your breath. One more in and out. Very slowly, open your eyes if they're closed. You can take your hands down to your thighs, just a little lift of your knees to switch which shin is in front. And then again, walk your feet away from each other. So it's like you're sitting cross-legged, but you're reclined in your upper body. Hands can rest anywhere, eyes can close down. Focusing on your out breath. Focusing on the weight of your bones, relaxing into the floor. And when you feel even side to side, you can use that same helping hand to your outer thighs, knees lift up, and then coming into our final resting position called Shavasana. Legs extended out, feet flopping out to the side. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. But take up some space. Your limbs don't have to be confined to the rectangle of your mat. Wiggle around, move any clothing, get comfortable. And you don't even have to worry about breathing here. It's literally the yoga pose that helps you undo. So you can just take time to simply be here. Practicing stillness and practicing some quiet. Again, no need to do anything here. Just simply being or practicing being. Practicing softness of your body into the floor. And if you feel yourself still holding on in any way, physically or mentally, take a big exhale. Just signaling to your body that it's okay to simply rest. few more moments here. Undoing and simply being. Very slowly allow your hands to come and rest on your belly. And bring yourself back first by breathing. Allowing the inhale and allowing the exhale. Noticing any sounds around you, the sound of your voice, your breath, or the sound of my voice. And then you can start to move your fingers and your toes. Start to bring your arms over your head, bring your legs together, take your time. Small body stretch like you're just waking up, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, relax. Bringing your knees in and up towards your armpits, a little massage rocking side to side on your lower spine. Take all the time you need, roll over onto one side into a little fetal position, head resting on your upper arm. Big sigh out. And then when you're ready, slowly pressing with your other hand, bringing yourself up to sit. No hurry, no rush. Sitting in a comfortable place where you can sit upright just for a few more moments of quiet and stillness. Eyes closed down. And knowing that the aim of yoga is for us to be able to sit comfortably now that we've taken time and attention to breathe, to move, to stretch, to rest. So we can just simply sit with ourselves, being an observer of the thoughts and of your own breath. Still tall and attentive in your spine. Shoulders relaxed. Breath natural. Again, just witnessing yourself quietly sitting. And just take this next moment, let your chin drop down towards your chest. Thanking yourself for the time you've carved out this morning to breathe, to move, to stretch, to rest, and to sit. And thank you to all of you for allowing me to be you and be a guide for you in this yoga practice. We'll take 2 breaths all together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out. One more inhale. And out. Open your eyes. Oh, thank you all so much. It was such a treat to be able to teach to you. And my name is Amy Jane, if you didn't catch that at the beginning. I'm teaching for 2 of the schools right now, for Sweeney Elementary and, pardon me if I pronounce this incorrectly, the Nina Ortero Middle School. I'm teaching 2 classes for each of them, but we're thinking about doing a monthly class like this for teachers. So if this is something you all liked, please email Katie and let her know, and we can find a day and a time to do a monthly class. Or I also teach a Zoom class, which might not be convenient because it's Friday mornings at 7. I don't know if school's already starting, but if you have any questions, you can hop on and let me know, or you can hop off, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your winter break. Thank you.